Gribbin, Alanna Vose, head coach Anthony Ewing, Sadie DiPierro, and Lauren Hayden after the Nor'easters' 56-41 victory over Western New England University in the championship of the Commonwealth Conference. Congratulations, 4 seniors, that's 4 in 4 years. Coach, 5 in 9 years during your career here at UNE. This must be getting a little old for you.
Yeah, real old, you get stale. No, honestly, you hear people say this all the time, that it doesn't get old. It gets better. They get more and more difficult, and they get more and more rewarding as they go, I feel. Because the first one's kind of like, you know, you think, oh boy, this is going to happen a lot, this is great, but then you realize how hard it gets when you have the target on your back every game. And 4 in a row is foolishness, and these kids deserve all the credit. It's been amazing.
One of your post players, Olivia Shaw, was injured yesterday in practice, not available for today's game. One of the other post players, Alicia Brown, picked up three fouls in the first quarter. Was that a point of concern for you when that happened?
It was. It was. It was my fault. You know, I didn't get her out quick enough. You know, I didn't think she'd foul that very next, possession, but I didn't get her out with 2. And we had kids that stepped up. We had, basically 5 guards out there at point. Lauren plays the post for us a bunch, but the kids kept us afloat. They did just enough to keep us in the game. You know, it wasn't pretty, but they kept us where we needed to be. 2 points down at the half, and then Alicia was well rested the second half, and she played really well with those fouls. I don't think she picked up another one the rest of the way.
It seemed in the first 2 quarters, offensively, you guys went really in sync, and then with Alicia going to the bench with 3 fouls, it would appear that your defense kept you in the game for the first half at least. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, 100% accurate. We were spinning our wheels offensively. Western New England is a good defensive team. They do a nice job scouting stuff. They weren't going to let us have stuff easy. So yeah, and we had a little bit of a strange lineup out there, but the kids, again, with defense, I thought our defensive effort was great all game. To hold the player of the year to 8 points, Emily Anderson's all-conference 5 points, 2 other starters with 0, is a really great team effort defensively.
Meghan, you're sitting here with 3 of your classmates, 4 seniors on this year's team. This group has been fortunate to play 4 conference championships on your home court. Can you talk about the home court advantage that you guys have enjoyed here and how that might have impacted today's championship game?
Yeah, I think today it had even more of an impact compared to other years because we've always just jumped on teams and got a big lead right off. So it was a little different today. We kind of had to play catch up after halftime, and I mean, if that game's on the road, it's a completely different story because they have the home court advantage. So I think it was a really big deal for us to have the home fans behind us, especially second half.
Alanna, as we talked about earlier, offensively you guys were a little bit out of sync, struggling in the first half. Second half, Alicia had a couple baskets down low when she came back in, but you hit 4 threes after halftime. Did you feel that you had to provide a spark offensively to get the offense going?
I think I had to spark a little bit, but I mean, the first half, I couldn't get it going. I wasn't on, and coach just said, "You're not playing like yourself. Like, get going." So Alicia had a couple good kickouts. Those threes were falling, and we all fed off each other's energy. So.
Sadie, as has been custom for you, you do so many things that you don't necessarily capture in the box score. Certainly you do scoring, especially from the perimeter. But defensively, you get loose balls. You make a lot of hustle plays. Is that something that you really pride yourself on as a player?
Absolutely. I think that's like an advantage that we have on our team is we have a lot of people that do that make the small plays and do the little things on the court. So, yeah.
Lauren, and similar to Sadie, a lot of what you do is not necessarily measured with statistics. Being a 3-time defensive player of the year, did you feel that defensively in the first half it was important for you guys to be able to hold them down while the offense was getting on track?
Yeah, we always say that defense is what wins our games and the offense flows from our defense, and especially Chelsea Boyce, she's a great player of the year in our conference, and we were saying, she for some reason just struggles in our gym, and just getting on her to struggle from the beginning was one of our defensive goals. And Emily Anderson too, Alicia did a pretty good job not letting her get threes off, so defense definitely played into it.
Coach, were there any specific adjustments that you made at halftime?
Defensively, no. I was very pleased with our defensive effort. We We talked about a couple things they were doing. Re-talked about them, I guess you would say. But it was more offensively getting our personality back, our characteristics back. You know, we weren't ourselves offensively. I knew the defense was going to be there. The kids weren't going to wane defensively. We talked about 30, our 1-3-1 a little bit, and what we wanted to do out of that with the shooters, but the kids were like locked down in our man-to-man defense really well. Offensively, we made a couple adjustments and what we wanted to look to get in the second half, but not a ton. It was more of a demeanor, loosen up a little bit, and I think we did that for sure.
Now it's time to look ahead. With this group that you have here, this group of seniors, you have made it to the second round 3 consecutive years. What are your expectations this year for this group?
You know, my expectations really don't matter, to be honest. It's whatever their expectations are and what their goals are, and that's what we'll get. That's what we'll reach. I know for a fact these kids want to go further than we did, but I also believe you don't enter a tournament hoping to lose halfway through it. You enter a tournament trying to win it. There's no other reason to even play in it. So these kids believe, and we believe, that we're a challenger for this tournament that we're about to play in. Would we like to get a little further? Yeah, absolutely. But if we got a little further and lost, we wouldn't be thrilled. You know, this is a special group. They're capable of great things. When we're playing well defensively and we're hitting shots, we're tough to beat with anybody in the country. So we just have to play well. We'll get Olivia back hopefully this week, and we have, you know, all of our options, and we'll see what happens.
Last question for you, Coach. Last year or two, we've talked about the prospects of UNE hosting a first and second round game. Do you feel that this could be the year, and if so, why?
Maybe. I wish I made those decisions. I don't. I think we've put ourselves in a really nice position. You know, we're 25-3, I believe. We haven't lost in the continental U.S. since Tufts. You know, I think we've put ourselves in a good spot, and it's up to the committee to decide. I think we would do a great job hosting it here. We have an exceptionally professional staff and a great facility, and you know, if they give us a chance, we'll make the NCAA proud, and we'll make the fans here in Biddeford proud as well.
We will find out your fate Monday afternoon at 2:30, I believe, is a selection show. Until then, ladies, Coach Ewing, enjoy the championship. It was UNE 56, Western New England 41.